got a bedtime. Yeah. And then as soon as the weather starts getting fair, you got people flooding the streets on a Sunday. Yeah. Because y'all are fucking oppressed. Yeah. We've been oppressed for thousands of years. Now everybody's oppressed. Right. White people oppressed, goddamn, and depressed, all that. So hey, things are turning around, man. Everybody's a fucking oppressed and depressed.
Yep. Yeah, now everybody's on the. Everybody out here is equal.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's a fair level playing field now. You know, and we still need to bring this up. You think that stimulus money? Why are they sending out stimulus checks if business is still open?
Right.
Does that not tell you they're about to shut down again? They're sending out. Yep. And the brother Dawa went in on that. He did a little thing, hyperinflation alert. I listened to it. Hey, you're going to pump $1.9 trillion into this economy. Right. Overnight, you're going to see that dollar go. Yeah. It's already done. It's already finished. But it really, you're going to have, you think $2.45 a gallon for regular is bad? Wait till you roll up to that pump and it's six a gallon. And you think that's far-fetched, maybe 15 a gallon. Yeah.
Man, gas was $1 or something, man. Yeah. And like literally over these last couple months, it shot back up to 252. Right. It's 255 over there in certain parts.
Yeah, what's y'all boy and y'all girl Biden and Kamala got in? That shit skyrocketed, man.
That's the worst thing for y'all.
Whoa, y'all thought that was a good thing though. Y'all thought that was a good thing. Y'all are done. Biden's that dude. And Biden, you can still look at the video on YouTube where he said that John Roberts, during his confirmation hearing, he said regarding the microchip, right? He said he was going to rule on that someday. He said, mark my words. Yeah. He said, mark my words, you will rule on this in your lifetime.
That was in the 90s or
early 2000s.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Early 2000s. Joe Biden said, you will rule on that someday. Yep. And we're at someday. Then this clown's talking about there's a microchip shortage, so they got to sign an executive order to get the production going, man.
They trying to get however many people is occupied the planet Earth. They need double or triple the amount of them guys. They need triple the amount.
They scrambling, man.
So they got, hey man, this thing is popping off.
Yep. Wonder why they need all that microchip for. Now these fools are talking about, well, it's because of car production and everything. Man, shut the hell up. They gon' tag y'all's ass, man. Yeah. Like a cattle, like a cow or you know what I'm saying, a steer. They gonna tag you, man.
They gonna give you that oil, like the Elder Apostle Tahar always go into. You by taking that RFID microchip, you're accepting an electronic oil.
That's right, bro.
Which means basically you're basically saying that Esau Edom is your master.
Yeah, and you selling your soul, man.
Yeah, literally.
You are literally selling your soul. Yeah. That's why the scripture says there is no salvation for you. You take that shit. You know, we can read that in Revelation 14, Lord willing, when we finish, Lord willing. You know, that's the ramification for doing that. That's what you get for selling your soul to the devil. Verse 18. Yeah, verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Houses shall be destroyed, men shall be afraid.
That's right. So, when total anarchy comes on this place, man, your house is going to be destroyed. All right. You know what I'm saying? People going to be taking each other's goods, going robbing each other. All right, because there's not going to be no grocery stores to go to. Right. All right. Everything's going to be shut the fuck down, and you're going to basically have to live off the land and live off resources that you gather. Okay. Especially at the first stages, because you're going to think, okay, well, this motherfucker always keep the pantry stocked. I'm going over here and I'm going to hit them first. And then at that time, hey, people are really demented and really sick. So you got a lot of rapists, a lot of people that really have sick minds, especially sexually. So then that's going to turn into mass fucking rapists of all types. On all types of people, men, women, and children, man. Like this, and we say this because we know this is going to happen, and not about to bite our tongue because, you know what I'm saying, because it might seem, that's going overboard. No, this is what's in the scriptures, man. Wives are going to be ravaged, children, men are going to be ravaged. Yeah.
I mean, it's going, like the brother said, there's so many sick, this time, I mean, the times we're in, the Most High people put spirits on y'all, you know, spirits created vengeance, that are going to carry out their sore strokes on y'all, you how bad it's going to be.
Exactly. But we can see it in our mind. We know how bad it's going to be. But to say it, it's uncomfortable. All right.
That's right.
It's uncomfortable to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
And then there's going to be so many nuances of the wickedness that we might not even be able to come up with.
Right.
You know? But the great tribulation, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with a sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's it on.
Okay, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Hey, for lack of bread and great tribulation, and that's what we was talking about, and that's what we was leading up to before the brother brought out this 2nd Ezra 15, the lack of bread and great tribulation. And we're going into Jacob's trouble. That's that great tribulation, that time like has never been before, since there was a time. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can get a couple of Jacob's trouble. I can read Revelation 18. Let's go to the main ones. Jeremiah 37.
That's this time, man. And the Lord, you know, because you got certain groups that they'll tell you, well, Jacob's trouble is over, or you ain't got a Jacob's trouble. No. You got a Jacob's trouble.
Yes.
And yes, Jacob has been in trouble. But this is that last, final stage of trouble, man. And it's going to make everything else that's come before it look like a walk in the damn park, man. It's going to make it look simple.
Yeah.
It's going to make it look easy, man. Trivial. Yeah. Trivial, man. That's not us saying this, man, and we ain't trying to be sensational either. Right. That's what does say the scripture, man. You know? Time of Jacob's trouble, man.
That's right. We got it right here. Yep. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Yep. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
There's some good news, man. Yep. The Most High, in the midst of all these calamities, in the midst of all this lamentation, mourning, and woe, there's good news, man. Yeah. What's that good news? The elect's going to be saved up out of it, man.
That's right.
So, well, y'all always got me talking about negative shit. Okay, well, here's the positive thing. The Most High has a remnant, man. Did he not say if he had not left us a remnant, we would be like a Sodom and Gomorrah? Isaiah 1. So he preserved a remnant, man, that he was going to lead through these troubled waters, man. So that's the good news.
Bring back the nation of Israel, man.
So there's the good news, man. There it is, right there. He shall be saved out of it.
Going to the book of Daniel, chapter 12, and it reads at the top, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found reading in the book.
There you go, man. So there it is again. Daniel said the same thing, right? His people, which you know, who are the people written in the book? The Israelites, man. The 144,000 from 12 tribes and our remnant, scattered throughout the four corners. All right, they're gonna come out of every people, tribe, kindred, tongue. Right? You're gonna have Jacob. And Jacob's everywhere, so Jacob's gonna be redeemed up out of this hellish period we're going into. The elect.
Yeah, hey, even Yahweh Shah said it himself, man. Okay? This is the book of Matthew, and if you have your Bible, King James Version, this is a red letter. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21. For Matthew 24 and 21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So after this Jacob's trouble, after this great purging of his people, hey, it's going to be nothing else like it. Okay? I mean, of course, you other nations are going to be in slavery, but this is talking about Jacob's trouble. Jacob is going to see no more trouble. It's going to be nothing but good things in the kingdom coming for us. You know, we already been through slavery a long time. So, hey, there you go. There's a plus right there. Positivity in the scriptures right there.
Yep.
The kingdom of heaven is coming.
There it is.
Rest.
Yep. And we labor in entering into that rest, man. We out here laboring, man. Hoping to to be part of that number. Hopefully, look. Jim, hey. But you know, man, the Most High getting ready to destroy this place. I mean, America has, we're going to get it. The sins of this place, reach into the heaven. There's nowhere else, there's nothing else for the Lord to do but to beat out punishment for this damn place. Alright? Revelation 18. Oh, yeah. You can wrap it up. Hey.
Revelation. Like the brother was saying, America's going to get destroyed. All right, America is Babylon the Great in the scripture.
Yeah.
All right? I mean,
yeah, you got Christians out here saying, well, America's not mentioned in scripture. Look, prophets spoke about a great end times nation. Right, the hammer of the whole earth. Okay, now, right, the hammer of the whole earth. Now, let's think through something real quick. America has y'all's fucking kingdom is done, man. Done. You got people in a car club that's riding around in the same fucking car. Yep. That's fucking boring as hell, man. Boring. And y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't doing shit but riding up and down the street. Up and down the street. You ain't got nothing going on. Big ass exhaust. Right. You ain't got nobody with you. Right. You ain't even got no women. You ain't famous. Yeah. Y'all ain't nothing, man. But America's got like 700 plus bases throughout this earth. What other place fits that just that one description? You know, what other place has done great, exceeding and wicked things other than America? Come on. America's not, you're not going to see the word dumbass because 1,000 years ago they didn't know that word. They called it Babylon the Great. They called it Movsc. They called it Nineveh. They called it Assyria. They called it Sodom. They called it Egypt. Because those places did exist and had existed. America's all throughout the Bible, man. This place is going to be thoroughly destroyed, man, with nuclear fire. All the prophets talked about it. All the prophets. And to a certain, you know, the destruction was so catastrophic that the certain prophets got physically sick when they saw these visions, man. Yeah. All right. And knew that they were men of the Lord, but still asking, how am I going to get through these days? Like, Esther. Like, he said, who's going to save me in these days? Yeah. Who's going to deliver me in these days to come? Yeah. Yeah. He knew that it was a far off, but he was like, and our forefathers understood reincarnation, so he knew he was going to come back. He was like, who's going to save me in those horrific days, man? That's a man of the Lord. Right. So we're not out here puffed up thinking, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. It ain't like that. When we trust in the Lord, they're just like Ezra's trusted in the Lord. Because really what he was doing was he was being rhetorical, man. He knew who was going to deliver him in those days, man. How about some outside? That's the only one that can deliver him. You know? Now this book of Revelation chapter 18. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen, is fallen. This place is falling. It hasn't fallen quite yet, but it's falling. Getting ready to fall, man. Once that dollar goes, then the World War III pops off, man. That's what these bankers got in store for you. Once that dollar crashes, they take you to war, man. Right? So Babylon is falling, man. And it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And this is going into what we were talking about earlier, how all of these heathen nations have dealt with America and got rich and did business with her, all right, and got rich, but now they're going back to their places of origin, their original lands, man.
ultimately, all of them are gonna be sent back there by Yahweh outside and the elect. But they're going back now because they know that this is happening. And they're gonna be like distraught when they see it happen because they're not gonna be able to get rich anymore, man. All America, so it's gonna go into it. For all nations have drunk up the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth will wax rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, what it is through the U.S. dollar being the world reserve currency, all these nations adopted that as the world reserve currency. I think that was in 1944, if I'm not mistaken, Bretton Woods. The U.S. dollar became the world reserve currency. So these nations partook of that, and they bought into it. They had no choice, and now that's come back to haunt them, man. You know, but while it was rolling, man. You know, but now the roller coaster's come to an end.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
It's the deliverance. This Yahweh Shai beaming up his elect, man. Come out of her, my people. It used to be taught totally different. This used to be taught that, oh, get out of the Roman Catholic Church. Oh, physically leave America. No. This Yahweh Shai beaming up his elect.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague.
Right, because the elect ain't going to receive of this nuclear plague that's coming on this place, man. Not only the nukes, the chariots going to plague y'all, man. So this is the beaming up, Scotty.
Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered like her iniquities.
Most High remembered your iniquities, man. So you thought that you got away with it, man.
Right. Think you got away with slavery.
How are you going to get away with just plundering the whole earth, man? Destroying nations of people.
Right.
You know, killing, stealing, destroying the earth. How did destroying the people. You know, the devil, man, he'll give you he won't let you out of a damn speeding ticket.
Right.
But you're going to get away with 500 years of skullduggery and wickedness, man. How does that even work, man?
Right. Verse, what was that, 5? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
A so-called white man's going into slavery for 1,000 years, along with the nations. All right, and in the nations, they're going to be happy because there's going to be righteous rulers in the earth at the end of the day. But then the so-called white man's going to be extinguished off the damn planet, man. The Edomites.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no more sorrow.
What's sitting out in the New York Harbor right now? A goddamn disgusting, abominable idol called the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty, man. Lady Liberty.
You go ahead. All right.
Lady Liberty, man. You know? The arrogance of this place.
Right. Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
One day.
Death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh.
After all these plagues of death and mourning and famine, then the nukes are coming, man. So you're going to go through the beginning of sorrows, you're going to go through the great tribulation, all the calamity of this, only to receive the final judgment of the nukes.
And you're going to receive, most of the people that's going to receive them are going to take the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, spoken of in Revelation 13 chapter. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Yeah, because they ain't going to be able to get rich off y'all no more, man. They just taking a fortune off y'all. So there's going to be a lot of tears flowing, man, that day. And them dumbass Americans ain't buying my goods no more. Nope, and it was mostly Jake buying your shit. You know, because who are the greatest consumers in this place? Jake. Who spends the most money but has the less money as a people? Jake. So these heathen nations are supposed to be upset, man. The hell with y'all, man. Party's over.
Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
In 1 hour your judgment's coming, man. You know? So hey, you know what, that might be a good place to start. Hey, you know, that's a good place to start. We was just an open forum, you know. But yeah, man, it keying on prophecies. You know? That's what it's all about.
Right.
Hey, Lord willing, you know, edification came out tonight.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, hopefully that was edifying like the brother said. And we're giving our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadas. Giving double honor to our apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect, especially the ones doing this work in our truth and sincerity, laboring on these highways and byways, laboring throughout the week, doing your lessons day in, day in, day out. Amen. And hey, keep pushing. We almost home.
Come.
All right,
Shalom.
shalom.
Yeah, beautiful.
When we coming in?